Welcome back in. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Shaping up to be a sunny and cooler evening. We're at 71 degrees right now, and I'm sure you felt that wind. Current west winds are at 13 miles an hour, and the breeze is here to stay, at least for tomorrow. Looking at the hour-by-hour forecast on our free WTOL 11 weather app, once the sun goes down, temperatures dropping to the mid-60s, and overnight low temperatures falling back near 50 for the bus stop and the morning drive. BG is already down in the upper 60s. Same for Ottawa, 68 degrees in Hillsdale. That lake shore is going to stay a little bit milder tonight with our Lake Erie water temperature sitting at 70. Morning low temperatures. What was your thermometer reading this morning? It was chilly across the region. Toledo at 43. A few spots like Davenport were in the 30s. Fort Wayne was at 40 degrees. And as I forecast, a few spots south of Toledo like Putnam and Hancock counties did drop down below the 40-degree mark. That makes it the coldest night that we have had since May, and some of those areas near Ottawa did experience some light and patchy frost. Hillsdale dropped down to 37 degrees. Sandusky and Norwalk were in the 40s. Bowling Green was at 43. Upper Sandusky 42. Overnight tonight, it's not going to get quite that chilly. We're going to be in the lower 50s at daybreak. Afternoon highs are going to be in the lower 80s, but overall tomorrow is going to feel just a little cooler than the thermometer suggests. Humidity is going to be low and it's going to be breezy. Those two factors making for a comfortable feel outside. 50 degrees for that morning bus stop when the kids get off the school bus, breezy and milder. We're talking west winds that could be gusting up to 25 miles an hour, sustained at 10 to 20. Here's that hour-by-hour wind gust forecast. The winds are going to peak during the early to mid-afternoon time frame, so right after school for those sporting events and practices. Again, winds blowing from the west towards the east, could gust to 25 miles an hour. That is going to make for a choppy day out on Lake Erie. That boaters forecast featuring 2 to 4 foot waves with west winds at 15 to 20 knots and a breezy and sunny day out on the waters. Over the next couple of days, a very dry and quiet stretch of weather. Sunny and mild for your Tuesday. We're going to be up in the mid 80s and the winds are going to be calmer as well. Summer's not done just yet, and Wednesday and Thursday will remind you of that fact. Temperatures climbing into the upper 80s. Even with the warm up though, humidity levels remain in check and the morning temperatures stay in the 50s. So if you like it cooler, getting out early is going to be your best bet this week. Overall, I'm expecting milder than normal conditions for much of the Midwest, Great Lakes and East Coast. That orange color that you see across much of the lower 48 United States, dry and mild conditions with temperatures well in the 80s. Now, one of the weather impacts we are tracking this week is the continuation of drought conditions. I don't think we're going to see any rain for at least the next 6 days, and it's been very dry lately with much of the area still under a moderate drought. That brown color shows you locations that really need the rainfall. Farmers right along the I-75 corridor and west towards the Indiana state line very much could use a little bit of rain, and we could very well go a week without a drop of rain. So where is our next rain going to come from? Well, there is some computer model data that suggests that development in the Gulf of Mexico could bring us some tropical moisture by late next weekend. There's still a lot of uncertainty, but right now the National Hurricane Center is pinpointing areas in the western Gulf of Mexico with a fairly high probability that in the next 5 days there is a cyclone that develops somewhere down there. I know that still seems an awful lot, a long way away from home, but if we look towards next weekend, Sunday into Monday, that is really the only chance for any drops of rainfall that we have this week. Otherwise, a very mild and dry stretch of weather into the middle of the month.